how much does CoolSculpting cost? I know how frustrating it can be as you're calling around and you're saying, how much does it cost? And no one seems to be able to give you the answer. So in this video, we're going to talk about how much it costs, give you some vocab terms around the CoolSculpting procedure, and point you to how to get an exact cost for you. My name is Jessie. I'm the founder and one of the CoolSculpting and CoolTone providers at Element Body Lab, the Dallas CoolSculpting experts. We are in Dallas, Texas, and day in and day out, we are focused on CoolSculpting. So all we do is CoolSculpting. We're dedicated to that CoolSculpting portfolio here. And whenever people call and ask, how much does CoolSculpting cost? I sometimes find it hard to answer because it depends entirely on you. It depends on the amount of time and resources that we need for your specific treatment, because no two people have the same anatomy. No two people want to treat the exact same areas. Well, maybe they want to treat the same areas, but they don't have the same anatomy and goals in mind with that treatment. So depending on how long and how long we need for the treatment itself, how many treatment days are we going to need, what are the resources we have to set aside, that cost is going to then be determined. So if you think about it like you buy gas by the gallon, but how many gallons your specific tank on your car holds is very different, unique to the vehicle. You buy CoolSculpting by the applicator or by the handpiece or cycle. Those are all the same word or the same terminology here. But that is how we charge. So we charge by the handpiece or applicator. So this is what the handpieces look like. This is an actual medium-sized handpiece, but we have different sizes and shapes. Doesn't matter what size or shape we use. A cycle is a cycle. An applicator is an applicator. It's all the same. So with this in mind, you can actually download our actual pricing sheet. It looks like this. You can get this pricing sheet online at elementbodylab.com/cost. COST, like how much does it cost? But again, I know how frustrating it can feel if you're asking how much does it cost and no one seems to be able to answer. So on average, people spend somewhere between $3,000 and $4,000 on their CoolSculpting treatment, just kind of blanket statement. But again, that varies because smaller areas like the chin are going to cost much different than larger areas like a full midsection. And the way that CoolSculpting works is really, we want to make sure we get full coverage of whatever part of the body we're going to treat. And we want to make sure that we're aligning our recommendation with your goals. So sometimes that means one applicator, one round of treatment. And sometimes that means 10 applicators, 3 rounds of treatment. You can see how those two different plans can be very significantly different in cost. But I am going to talk a little bit about different average costs based off of specific body areas. That way, maybe this can give you a little bit more of a narrow price range based off of what part of the body you're thinking about treating. So whenever you're thinking about treating specific parts of the body, for a chin, usually on average, people do 2 rounds of treatment to the chin and it's 2 cycles each. So if that was the case, you'd be looking at $2,900. That's going to include our recovery care, our recovery cream and kit. So we will send that home with you on treatment day. Just make sure you get the best results. For upper arms, usually it's 4 cycles. So 4 cycles across the upper arm, and we do that twice. So that would be 8 cycles total. If we were looking at an upper arm treatment, you'd be looking at somewhere around $4,500 to $4,800. So that's going to include 2 sessions or 2 individual rounds of treatment. For midsections are going to be the hardest place to actually price out because sometimes people are thinking just the abdomen. Sometimes they're thinking the abdomen and the love handles or the full back line. So for the sake of just talking about belly fat, just the abdomen, not love handles, usually people spend anywhere between $3,000 and $4,000 per session. This is a larger area. The pricing can be as little as $1,500 on an abdomen, but it can go up and be as much as $9,000 in the abdomen area. Same thing goes for the back line. For some people, they just want to target the lower love handles, just right where the pant line meets. For some people, they want their full back. So on average, if you're looking at a back line CoolSculpting treatment, you're going to expect to spend about $4,500 to $4,800 for a full back line. Now, inner and outer thighs are going to be our most standard plans. You're probably looking at about $2,900 to treat the inner or the outer thighs, but not both. If we're treating both of those areas, the price then will increase. So you can see how these different areas can kind of play into one another, whether it's the axillary puff you want to add on, or a chin you want to add on, or if we're just focusing on the belly, or if we're doing the full midsection. So what we try to do whenever we post before and after photos, whether it's on our website or on our Instagram page, we try really hard to make sure we outline how many applicators or cycles they had done, along with the cost that they spent on their treatment. So whenever you're looking at a before and after photo, you can see, oh, well, this is the photo. This is what the result looks like. They have a similar anatomy that I have. And so this is what I could expect to pay. That is all in hopes of you being able to visualize a really great outcome and visualize what your results might cost. And I do want to encourage you, consultations are free. So we develop a specific plan. We narrow that cost down to where we don't just say it costs anywhere between $750 and $7,500 or $700 and $9,000. We can narrow those costs down at a free virtual consultation. We are a locally owned and operated business. I'm the founder at Element Body Lab in Dallas, Texas. So if you are looking for a provider in DFW, we'd be honored to serve you here at Element Body Lab. If you are looking for advice and you aren't local to Dallas, there is a Find a Provider tool on the CoolSculpting.com website where you can look for a provider near you. That said, no CoolSculpting providers are all the same. So I always equate this to just like all hairdressers use scissors, not all haircuts are good. Lots of people offer CoolSculpting. It's not all the same caliber. So you want to make sure that you find a provider who is well-trained and able to deliver exceptional results. And if you're looking to finance your treatment and you are in Dallas, I also want to let you know, we offer Cherry. So we have these little QR codes all around our office. So if you're in office, we'll give you these. But if you're watching this on Instagram, there's a link in our Instagram bio. There's also a link on our YouTube channel and on our website. And whenever you download that cost page at elementbodylab.com/cost, we will send this link as well. So we do offer financing through Cherry. And so they're a fantastic program. It's got a very easy pre-approval process. So if you want to see if you would be approved for financing before you actually schedule a consultation, you can do so. I hope this was helpful as you're thinking about the cost and how much CoolSculpting costs. Maybe you want to dive a little bit deeper into your unique plan, your unique treatment cost. I encourage you, consultations are free, so all you have to lose is 30 minutes of your time and unwanted fat for good. My name is Jessie. I am the founder and one of the CoolSculpting providers over at Element Body Lab in Dallas, Texas. I'd be honored to answer any questions that you have, and until then, have a good one.